Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Jason W.'s Revolution down here in the cave with a physical media update show. That's right, the movies that I've watched, the movies that I've purchased since our last visit. I promise you, I guarantee you, the next episode of the TN80s Power Hour with 2 debut video questions is the next thing that you'll see on the channel after this, I promise. It just takes a little bit of time to get all that going. All right, so let's go through the movies that I'm not going to review, the movies that I've watched. We saw The Minions, The Rise of Gru at the drive-in. That was so-so. The children are into Shrek. We've been watching a lot of Shrek. I've watched all 3 Shreks so far. And to be completely honest with you, I'd never seen Shrek before. That's not uncommon. I'm not a... Is Shrek Disney, guys?
Shrek.
Is that Disney?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not.
No, it's Dream Studio. Whatever that is.
Okay. Well, I don't watch a lot of animated stuff, but saw Shrek, loved it. Loved the first 2 are very good. The third one's okay. What else? Oh, Liam has jumped headfirst into the Spider-Man world. So we have watched the first 3 Spider-Mans, the first 3 Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. And let me tell you, it's transporting me back to, silly kid days. I love it. I absolutely adore the first 3 Spider-Mans with Tobey and Kirsten Dunst. She's pleasant. We also started The Amazing Spider-Man on 4K. The first 3 I got on 4K as well. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 we've seen. And, it's different. It's not the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, but it's okay also. We enjoyed it. Not as much as the first ones, Liam?
They're both pretty fine.
You're okay with them? Okay. Well, I'm a little bit more partial to the first 3. And all this, obviously, is bringing us around the horn so that we can finish up with the most current Spider-Mans that the rest of the world has already seen. What else? Spider-Man. Okay, so that's the movies that I'm not really going to review. Spider-Man 3, Shrek 3. Okay, so here's the movies that I've watched that we're going to talk about. I showed you this before I had watched it. Some Kind of Wonderful, with Eric Stoltz, he's the fella in the middle there, and Mary Stuart Masterson, she's the blonde, and then of course everybody's favorite Leah Thompson from Back to the Future and others. So this is great. This is one of those, again, John Hughes, brilliant teenage angst movies. This was a little different than the Breakfast Club style, the Molly Ringwald style movie. This is a little bit edgier, darker, a little, not anything to get concerned about, but just a little less bubblegummy, right? You got Eric Stoltz, who of course is in love with the popular Leah Thompson, who I hope she's not watching. She probably is, but I hope she doesn't get offended by this. I don't see what the big deal is with Leah Thompson back then. She's okay. I don't know if she was ever really like a poster on some dude's wall. I'm sure she was, but I don't know. So he likes her, and the tomboy drummer best friend, played by Mary Stuart Masterson, is holding back love for him, and doesn't get to tell him until the end, and who knows if they get together, right? Of course. Great movie. I loved this movie. I'll watch it again. The funny thing is that the over the top leather jacket wearing tomboy style that they have to give her, Masterson there, is just silly, and she's a drummer, and so of course if you're a drummer you have to carry your drumsticks with you everywhere you go. I don't know why, but you do. Yeah, they have to be in your back pocket. You have to take them out all the time and just play the air if you're a drummer, right? And she does that. But great movie, fun. John Hughes, go see it. Go see it. Go to your theater, check it out. Again, I'm sure it's available for free on every single streaming site in the world, but I'm the guy that goes and buys it for, I think, something like $14.99 or something. I don't know. Absolutely recommend that. Next up that I have seen. Last night I was going to watch a movie that I will show you in a minute, but I chose not to. I wasn't in the mood for it, so I watched for the first time straight through. I'm sure that I have seen lots and lots and lots of clips of this on TBS over the years, but for the first time I sat down and watched Stand By Me, and it's fine. It's okay. I know people love this, and it's, you know, such a coming of age. I mean, it's okay. It's fine. I enjoyed it. I liked pretty much everybody. I'm not a Corey Feldman fan at all. I don't like him. I think he's a goofball. But so I didn't like him as a kid. I certainly don't, you know, care about him as an adult. But I just think, I don't know. I don't know I don't know what my problem is with Corey Feldman. I just don't like him. But he's okay. He's in it, obviously. Will Wheaton's pretty great in this. A rather portly Jerry McConnell is in it, or Jerry O'Connell, sorry, before he marries Rebecca Romaine. He's you know, he's a little round-faced fella there. And then you have who I think would have been probably one of the greats, honestly. We've got River Phoenix, and he's intoxicating in all of his movies, but especially here, where he's just so mature for his age and so cool and so James Deanish. Obviously, those comparisons have been made before. I think he was probably going to be, you know, Brad Pitt Part 2. Or maybe Brad Pitt was going to be River Phoenix Part 2. I don't know. But River Phoenix had it and would have been, I don't know. He would have been Brad Pitt. He would have, like, just blew up the world. If he didn't die from a what I found out last night after I watched it was a morphine and cocaine overdose. Obviously, we know the story. You know, the nightclub, Johnny Depp's nightclub. But anyway, would have been something. But the movie's fine. It's fine. They, you know the story. They all 1950s or so. Is it 50s? It's got to be 50s. I'd say 50s or 60s. I'd lean more towards 50s, but Kiefer Sutherland's in it, plays the bully. You don't like him. He does his job well. You don't like Kiefer Sutherland anymore after watching this movie. You hate him. So he does his part. And fun little movie. I don't know if I'll watch it again. I'm not telling you anything you don't know about Stand By Me. It's been out a while. Fun little extras in the back. They did, or at the end, you know, the 25 years later, some of the interviews with Rob Reiner and Corey Feldman and Will Wheaton and Jerry O'Connell. And Stephen King wrote the book, obviously, The Body by Stephen King. So he's interviewed. It's okay. It's okay. It's an okay little movie. We brought this into Liam's life the other night, and I'm glad we did. I've been avoiding this movie since I saw it in the theaters at like 4 years old, because I had it in my mind that it was very sad and too sad and hard to watch. But after watching it, I thought, what have I done to myself over all these years? Why have I prevented myself from enjoying E.T.? Because it's so good. It's so good. It is such a time travel back. You feel like the environment of the setting, that neighborhood, that new track, that new development that they live in, the bicycles, the friends, the Pizza Hut and the Coke. What's around Pepsi? I think is that what it was, guys? The drink Pepsi or Coke is all over the movie. They're always drinking Pepsi. Both. He doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. Reese Pieces, Drew Barrymore, who's the cutest kid in the world in this movie. And then the sadness isn't all that sad. I mean, it's okay. E.T. sort of dies and then comes back to life. But we loved it. You didn't think it was sad, did you, Liam?
Nope.
Nah, you're fine. You're a hardened street thug is what you are. This movie is, it's E.T. for God's sake. I'm not disclosing something that you don't know, but we got it on 4K, and that's great. I think if a movie is available on 4K and I don't have it, I'm going to get it on 4K only. If we wanted to watch it on another player, it comes with the Blu-ray also. A lot of 4Ks these days are just coming with the 4K, but my goodness, E.T. is so great. All right, I watched E.T. Oh, no, I watched Stand By Me last night because I didn't feel like cracking this open, so it's sealed. I just got this. Also, Leah Thompson is in it. And probably the first joining of Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey. We've got the recently released on 4K Red Dawn, the classic. I have never seen this, and I just said we have to get this. Communist paratroopers descend on a Colorado high school football field. A group of the school's students wages an all-out guerrilla war to save their town. Starring Swayze, C. Thomas Howell, Leah Thompson, Charlie Sheen, Jennifer Grey, and I'm sure lots and lots of other fun people. But I can't wait to... This is going to go down tonight. Oh, no, it might not because of something else I got to show you. But this is going to be watched in the next couple of days. Should have been last night. I didn't feel like it, so I threw in Stand By Me. This is 114 minutes, so we're in for a 2-hour sit down on that one. 1984's Red Dawn. Can't wait to crack into this 80s gold mine there. Today at Walmart, when I was picking up the Walmart exclusive CM Punk figures for those nuggets behind me, right guys? Yeah. Let's hear it for Dad. I also went over to the DVD section and did a blind buy on a movie that I hope I don't regret. I've bought a couple from Walmart right off the old horror DVD section. One of them was great. The other one I threw out already. But this one I want to see it. It's a Blumhouse production, and I've seen some stories about it and some dash cam, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we're going to go wrong with dash cam. I like found footage stuff. I know some people don't. I'm such a simple horror fan. I like jump scares and found footage and creepy ghosts. It works, right? I'm not a movie critic, clearly. Found footage I dig. In fact, and a lot of these more recent horror movies are about like vloggers, and one was about a bed and Airbnb, and I like movies like Unfriended. Even though I hate the technology, I love the movies for some reason. I love Unfriended. I don't know if you've seen that. It's just, I love the movie The Host, which is basically just a movie that takes place on Zoom. The whole movie is on Zoom. I like it. So this is like a found footage of they're kind of taking Grubhub. This is like a Grubhub found footage horror movie. Oh yeah, or whatever. And I'm looking forward to it. I don't know who's in it. I don't know who made it. I don't know. It's one of those indie crap fests that hopefully isn't a crap fest. Dashcam. That's why I might not watch Red Dawn tonight, because I just might be in the mood for like an hour and 20 minutes of poop, which might be Dashcam, and it might be great. I don't know. Finally, I have completed Series 3 of Growing Pains, and I have started Season 4 of Growing Pains. Season 4 is about the time that they say maybe the show jumps the shark, as they say, because the Seavers have a fourth child. They have little Christine, or Chrissy Seaver. And that's okay. I think it's okay. I've enjoyed the first 2 episodes already of Season 4. Look, this is becoming one of my favorite shows of all time. I have nothing negative to say about Growing Pains. I think it's so great. It is such a great show, such a great family, such a great household, and such a great visual visual feel, visual taste. You get to taste the movie visually. You get to just dive into an 80s house. I love, love, love Growing Pains. And we're starting with season 4. The only thing that annoys me a little bit, but I can tolerate it because it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, Kirk Cameron is like the world's biggest sex symbol of this period of time, and the show knows it. So the show sometimes plays into that a little bit. Like there's an episode where Ben is, it's like the show has like 3 minutes of an opening segment before it goes to credits, opening credits. So you get to watch like a little intro, and the intro is, Ben is the little one there is sitting at the TV, and he's got the TV's playing in the background. It's like some Hollywood reporter thing, and you can hear the TV going, "Oh, the votes are in, and Hollywood's most loved teen boy heartthrob is Kirk," and then Ben goes, "Ah, shut up," and he turns it off before they say Kirk Cameron. But it's silly. Like Kirk Cameron in this, Michael Seaver has like the Zach Morris thing going on, the Saved by the Bell. Like girls are just falling over themselves to go out with him, and like cheerleaders are making up cheers about him, and like he'll like walk in a room and like a girl will like faint. It's like over the top Zach Morris crap. But it's fun, and I don't. That's not annoying enough for me to not love this show. Like catapult up to my top 3 favorite shows of all time, Growing Pains, and then we get to look at the dreamy dreamboat of Kirk Cameron. All right, that's it. That's the physical media update. Tonight it's either Red Dawn or Dash Cam on the very technologically advanced DVD that is all Walmart seems to sell these days. And this was actually not $9.99. These are usually $10. This was $14.99. So better be good. That's all. That's all we've got. That's the show. And we'll be back tomorrow with a TN80s Hour Power Hour. That is all. Thank you for being quiet, children. You did semi-good. Good night now.